what was your, let's say, about the top three failure at the age from 18 to 27? That period of time, like early young professionals, the top three failure which you did and yeah, so let's share that. Today we have with us Mr. Duc Nguyen, who has a very successful career for a long period of time, who has been working on in the IT field leadership position for a pretty long time. So currently he is a director of business development for Votiva. Decided that he was been in ERP field of business consultancy and advisory for a pretty long period of time. And more importantly, he has a very good background about and passion about helping other people in the community, youth. He has been involved in different kind of university activities. He has been also involved with VSHR initiatives. He has been one of the judges of Vietnam's Amazing Student Contest as well too. So today I brought you Mr. Duc to share about his life and his experience, and I believe that it's going to be very exciting topic.
Thank you, Josh.
So Duc, I want to start about this. What are the things you like about yourself right now?
Myself?
Yeah.
Well, I'm very professional, but very social as well. And definitely that's the professional and very serious and focus on the performance, but for some of the last one in life is very socialized and take it easy and be friendly and be helpful to the community.
I think this is something I absolutely agree with you because that's how we met, right? That's how we cross each other thing. Because I mean, a few years ago we never know each other, but now we've been so close, we understand each other, we have the passion for helping people in the community, and that's how we cross each other, and it's been great. And I see that you have a great value in helping other people, and I'm happy to have you in different initiatives in this job.
My pleasure.
So I want to go back to about your career and how did you start about your career. I think a lot of people can understand how you build up your career. So I want to go back like the early stage of your career. So let's say when you were like 20, 22, what have you been thinking about your career?
Well, I think when I was young, at that time, I was in the army.
Alright.
So I was about 7 years, 8 years in the army. So that's why I can say I start very late in the career versus my friends. So as I only behind at that time, so that's why I was trained, I was very disciplined at that time. And after that, I joined with the first position, which I with the German company. So for the social, system integration, and I was with the army, so very disciplined. When I was working with the German company, very much disciplined.
Germans are disciplined, yes.
So that's
They
why
fit to you.
I really learned much from them. And I was at the time I was my background is in economics, but I love programming at the time. I learned. I spent a few years learning programming. So that's the first time I worked in the IT industry. At that time I don't have much experience in IT industry. Versus my friend has been spent about 4 or 5 years in the university in technology. Then I had to learn significantly. I just tell myself, I have to run. People still working, I need to run to catch up with my friend and catch up with the business.
Yeah, you actually brought a lot of people because a lot of people started their career and they figured out that, oh my god, what they have done for the last few years, it wasn't really helping them move there. So I want to hear a little more about this one because you've been to an army like 7 years and then you talked about you had the mindset that, oh, I need to run to catch up the thing. So let's talk a little bit about that. What are the top 3 things you did that helped you to catch up?
Okay, only the learning at the time, internet is not very popular. I try to learn.
It's difficult, right?
From my time, because I was in the economic background, I don't have much. In IT programming, that's okay, but at the time I had to work in, let's say, IBM 400, big mainframe and so on. I need to learn from the book, from my colleagues as well. So learn from everything anytime I work. So that's what also gave me a chance to learn from the customer as well. So that's the key thing that I did at the time. Always keep learning. I tell myself always learning, catch up, learning as much as possible from all the people around us.
How did you do it for a long period of time? I think that's many people started doing something like that. Oh, I'm behind the pictures and I want to catch up, and they do it for 2-3 days and they give up. And the success will never happen. Right? You have to do it for a long period of time. So how do you do that for?
That's require consistent learning, because I still keep serving our customers, so keep learning on a daily basis from the customer on a daily task and also on book. So when after 4 or 5 years, so everything new from networking, from mainframe, moving to internet at that time, so a lot of things to learn. And then after that, I moved to the professional world as well, totally different. So that's and luckily professional firm, they have the kind of the learning environment, so they provide more opportunities for us to learn. Went to the class, went to different training session courses in Vietnam, in the region as well. So yeah, that's always learning all the time. Yeah.
So you've been Army for 7 years, right? So how difficult? How did you transit from Army to a business? What are the things you had to fix about yourself for making the transition smooth?
Well, I was in the Army for a long time, but then I see, well, the Army is a very different world. And I want to move to the business because of where I see again, definitely I love to do the business then, and a lot of things to learn out of the stuff there. So that's only the things I make decision to move out of the Army.
Do you think it was a good decision?
Definitely yes.
So, as you make a good decision and you think that it was a good decision for you and you're still happy about the decision, so I want to go back about that time too. So, let's say about the top 3 failure at the age from 18 to 27, that period of time, like early young professionals. The top 3 failure which you did and yeah, so let's share that.
Well, as I think the top failure, first one probably when I was young, I did not spend enough time. I mean, I did not really put my effort as much as possible. So that's why I did not get a good grade to the university there. So that's one. The other thing is that I did not have a chance to spend more time for reading stuff. So learning by myself at that time, even I still spend it, but it's still not enough. So that's the thing I learned about from there. So once I joined, I moved out of the Army, and I doing the business then I see self-learning as a skill, and learning not only from books but really from real from people around me. And also the last one is at the time I was young, I don't have really good guidance from the senior people, so I did not have a good mentor in life. So that's why for the time being I'm really passionate to support the students, because I got a lesson learned from myself. We did not have a good mentor in life in different fields. So that's why I would like to share and help young people.
I think you're spot on. I think a lot of students coming to the university without having a purpose. The purpose is spending time, killing time, getting out of the university with a degree. But you're not coming to the university for that. You're coming to the university to test so many things. It's the rule. You come to the university to test so many things and figure out what fit you most and what things you really like. And that's the process. If you're not reading those material, not going to the class, not listening to people, what the other people like, you will not have a mindset. I think that's where it's a lot of youth are still very, very making a lot of mistakes still. And the second thing you mentioned about, I think that was been great about reading. But most of the people not reading, and even still today, they're not reading enough. The spending, if we make a ratio between how much time they they read or watch photos in Facebook and Instagram compared to they actually read a material, I mean that will be a disastrous ratio.
That's right.
That will be very embarrassing ratio for most of the youth, unfortunately. So that's where they really need to get it fixed. And the third one is mentor. I think you've been very unfortunate at that time because at your age the mentoring was very difficult. But now there's a lot of mentoring opportunity. Like you were a mentor, now you're mentoring. So that's what my life was the same. I was like same mentor. When I was young and I was always looking for a mentor, I couldn't find a mentor to actually mentor me. Who could never tell me, John, do this one, do this thing, and it will help you. And that was my biggest frustration of my youth life. And so since then I made a promise that I will be the mentor. I will be the mentor, which I could never get. So I will help the people. So I think that you are doing the same as well, and I really appreciate it. Now you are mentoring other people and doing the thing which we do. But here is also very important that when you want to mentor someone, the youth really need to know how to be a mentee. So when you are a mentor of somebody, you are putting your effort and you're passionate about helping them. They really need to take the best out of it. They shouldn't be just give it out for granted and throw it away. And I have been seeing so many examples around where a lot of mentees don't know how to make it. So recently I made a video about this one, how to work with the mentor. From that frustration, because see that there's a lot of mentees, they're not making out of the best out of this opportunity, which you could never dream out of it. That's available in front of them. They should be getting it, but they're not doing it. Thank you very, very much for sharing it. Thank you for sharing about this three things. So what will be your advice, let's say about somebody who wants to be a manager right now, who are not a manager right now, they are a non-manager, already worked for 1 or 2 years in their jobs, and now they want to move up to the manager. What will be your advice? What should they do? Let's say you should prepare for that.
I think that they need to have a very clear career path roadmap. So they need, first of all, they need to know themselves. So they need to where they want to go first. So once they define the direction where they want to go, and then they will identify what they need to prepare. And so that's the key thing. And then on the roadmap of their career path, they need what they need to prepare. Then they need to find out what their weakness or strength. If with the weakness, they need to find the right mentor, because the mentor is not only for the profession, but also for life as well. For instance, let's say communication. If they are not good in communication, if they are not good in presentation, so they need to find some mentor who can help them to improve that. Because if for to be the management, they need to improve many skills, not only professional and knowledge, but other skills. So they need to know themselves very well. And with engaging with the mentor, find out the right mentor who can advise them to develop them.
Absolutely correct. We're just turning the recorder here. Maybe there's a lot of noise coming in. I'm going to record it here, so so let's say somebody, I met a situation many times. Some person was become a manager and they've been could not successful in the role for like the last 3 years. That means they cannot move up forward. They're like stuck into that zone, and they've been always worrying about keep changing their jobs or not settling down in their career, not getting comfortable in the manager role. So when you become a manager, what are the things you've been doing right that will help you to become a director and go to the next level?
Well, actually, I myself I have a very clear roadmap for myself. When I was with the rating firm before, so then I moved out of rating firm at just as a senior management consultant level. But then I moved out. The first one is the job I do. I love the job I do. So actually, at that time, that's a very new for the project management. I developed the market there and And actually, then once I know the job, I do and train about our customer, our business. So and then my personal range in the market is very well. Then the market So I just tell myself, I always try to improve myself much better than yesterday. So only that's good. And the second thing is to be management level, then I need to get know what I am good at, that I can develop much faster. What else I cannot do well, and I can get the team member to support me. And then I develop so that I have more time to develop myself more on the higher level. But I cannot do everything. So then I need to develop a team together, draw together. So that's where I need to always do that.
Yeah, I think you brought a very important point, because many of the youth has the thinking about, oh, they're gonna do everything alone. You cannot do everything alone. You have to learn how to work with other people. You have to know how to communicate with people, how to work in a team. Because you never win alone. It's always, because you could be the smartest guy in the world, and there'll be three guys coming in, they're very dumb, and they'll beat you miserably. The world is I think it's all come from the school system as well too, where the school system telling everyone, don't help, don't ask for help. If you ask for help, it's copy. So this made them in that way too. And I think putting it the right way, consistently work, putting the work in the workforce, in the company, and you mentioned about the personal branding, also very, very important as well. That will help you to grow. So when you're looking at around the managers in the industry, in Vietnamese industry, what are the top 3 things you are seeing they are doing it wrong?
Doing it wrong. The top 3 things they're doing it wrong.
They're doing it wrong.
Okay, the first one for the life or business, I really care about personality, that's especially for honesty. Regardless what you are doing, honesty is the first thing. So you are good, you can tell you are good, you are not good, you can tell. That's very important to say those measures. The second thing is,
so first thing you were saying that the lack of honesty in the management side right now. So that management have to be more honest and more transparent to bring this forward. Thank you. I think it's a good point. Second one?
The second one is they don't have the lack of
emotional intelligence.
So that's very important because you are working with a team. So you need to be sharper, but you need to have EQ to understand people who can be customer from the operation. So that's important because I can experience with many foreigner or they are really good in professional, but they lack of that, so they can do other things. So when you want to do the thing, at least you have people who do the thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you are spot on about this. I think that having the lack of EQ actually playing a disaster or negative role in the company culture right now. So most of the industry companies are struggling to build a right culture. It's building a culture is not the job of the HR department. It should need to come from the top of the organization, and all the leadership people need to be should be emerging that one, cultivate that one, and living with that one. And EQ is one of the key part of that. And so this is something, this is something I'm really striving for myself as well, to tell people that, hey, treat people with empathy and compassion, and be a leader and act like a manager. Be a leader. So these are all things coming with EQ. What is the third thing?
The third one is they are lacking the performance orientation. So regardless whatever you do, you need to focus on performance. So the performance you tell the management or tell everyone around you that's who are you good and efficient. So if you don't focus on performance, you cannot deliver as you impact the team, impact the business. So the management cannot protect you right? So they can help them put performance once, twice, but cannot protect you. So performance that's not really focused on. the course last part to deliver the performance that we have teamwork. So he was a partner that's helped them to build up a good teamwork.
I think you brought a pretty interesting 3 point is actually is about performance orientation. So many of the leadership people had a concern about this one. Should I, when I'm looking for performance, how do I care about my people? I have to look at the performance. I need to deliver. So that makes us so stressed to do that. So I don't agree with it at all. How do you see that?
Well, I see it's because everyone when working in the company survive or grow when was connected. Right? So everyone, the management have the leadership have the vision, have the target, wish out the performance. So then at work, everyone needs to focus on it. So we need all together have a common goal at work, so that everyone will pool all the effort, resource to support to that goal. So and if anything's between, so during the roadmap to reach out the goal performance, so that requires a lot of effort from the team to achieve together. So that's what
I like the word together.
yeah, we always together. So if you are not happy with each other, that's fine, that's personal meeting. But if you are still in the team, you need together because of one slow down performance individually, but that's really activity. So as long as you are in the team, you need to do it. Or if you are not, okay, you can out. But so work is always focus on the business performance.
Cool. I think you have been shared a lot about your career, about how you built this one. I think that 3 points about management. I think you put up some pretty interesting point of view, and then advice about how to balance the performance of people and EQ. I think it's wonderful. Thank you very much.